Hello and welcome to FiveJay Gaming. I'm FiveJay and I am very, very late. Sorry guys. I didn't mean to be late and yet here we are. So sorry about that. I'm picking up a lot. Is my microphone just on super high volume right now? I feel like I'm picking up a lot of it on my microphone. Oh, I know what it is. I've got my computer volume cranked way up. Okay, no, we're good. We're totally good. Okay, sorry guys. Yeah, I had to go out and run some errands, and it took a lot longer than I thought it was going to, so I ended up being late. I thought I'd have time to spare, and here we are, quite a bit late. So sorry about that. We'll see what happens here in this stream. I don't really know if I'm going to be able to potentially finish it today. We'll see. Could be. I can't imagine if I don't finish it today, then it really can't take any more than like one more stream. No, you loaded the same thing. You gotta go down here and start here. We're in Magicant, so we're getting pretty close. Pretty close. Okay, so, hang on, I think I've got the wrong headphone in. I've discovered that my headphone problem means really that only one of the headphones stops projecting sound, so let's see if this, yep, this one's still working, so I can swap them out, and I should still be good. I do have a replacement cord, though, so I shall get to that at some point. Okay, Alpha Stunner is new. Thank you for watching and joining the channel. It's telling me about the volume being too low. You're right. I cranked it up. Hopefully you can hear it better now. Okay, Skepsy is here. It says, this is it, guys. It's the finale. We'll see. We'll see how long it takes to get through Magicant and the finale battle. I don't think it should be too long, but we'll see. John Early is here. Simon Trespalacios. Again, I'm sorry if I say your name wrong, Simon. Trying my best. We had a bunch of people here on time while I was late. Who did we have? Blaze, Manly Man 14, Rude. Oh, Alpha Stunner was here that early. Thank you. Chelsea. Looks like most everyone. I don't know if I said Mad the Bam already, but Mad the Bam. So, thanks much, guys. Thank you much. Okay, any other streams today? Asked Mad the Bam. Yes, I got one other stream after this. Not sure what it's going to be yet. It could be Super Mario RPG, but I'm kind of thinking I'm digging some more Into the Breach. So let me know what you guys think. Simon says, Jay, I've been away so long, I don't understand the rude thing. Rude? That's just one of the users, the viewers. Not sure what's to understand, honestly. Sketch says, that's a common thing for earbuds. They stink. Well, the earbuds themselves are fine. It's just that I have them plugged into an extension, a headphone extension cable, and that's what's getting shorted out. The earbuds themselves seem to be fine. Yes, you've stood on the 8 power spots from the earth. From these, you created Magicant, the realm of your mind. In Magicant, there's beauty, kindness, sorrow, and hatred. Of course, there's an evil and violent side of you. The Sea of Eden sits at the center of those feelings. It takes you to the truth about yourself. Whoa, and now it just got all dark in here. Aw. Brother Ness, the Sea of Eden is at the end of Magicant. Other people can't get close to it. It's a strange place. Is there anything I can do for you? Whoa. I can actually talk to her directly and store stuff. Cool. Actually, I don't think there's anything I need from her. Actually, I'll take it back. We might want to take out some of these bags of Dragonite. Because we're getting to the end now. It's time to put them into use. I got 2 for now. That should be okay. Is my dad calling? Whoa. Bad timing, Dad. Okay, Simon says on screen. Huh? Rude says, I'm one of the regulars, Simon. Yeah, he's one of the regulars. Man, the band says, Jay, did you watch the videos from Top Hat Gaming Man about CEX? No, is that a gaming convention? I did not. Am I tired? Sure, why not? I'll make some steak for you. Yes! Steak sounds good. Sam says, I mean, there's a rude thingy on the screen. Oh, okay, yeah. That is a stream boss. So the health there gets chipped away at if you follow me on Twitch, if you subscribe to me on YouTube, if you cheer at me on Twitch. That's a paid thing. Those are worth. The base unit is a penny, I guess. So depending on how much you cheer, it'll chip off more. If you give me a subscribe on Twitch, that's worth 500 health points. So that would immediately knock out this boss. And whoever knocks out the current boss becomes the new boss. And that's why Rude's on there. Rude was the last one to beat the boss. And the boss that Rude beat was himself from an earlier donation. And I don't remember who he beat before that. It was somebody else, though. What did he just say to me? I lived in your house before you were born. Ness used to be small and weak. Oh, boy, thanks, King. Man, man's best friend over there. Not such a friend. Why don't you explore your mind? Take your time, Ness. This crazy and the colors keep changing on you? Come on into Magicant. Hey, Citrine Zelda came over. Ah, what's up, Citrine? Thanks for jumping over. Came from Game Over Jesse's channel. Mad Bam says, the fact that you called CEX a convention probably hurt every British gamer ever, lol. Okay. Well, you didn't give me any context, so what else was I supposed to think? A phone, is that an ATM? I mean, we could take out money. We just got loads and loads of it, though. We've almost got maximum money. If I try to take out $20,000, we have $200. It's not even going to let me take it out. Yeah, we just get maximized. Beep, 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 beep. I'm just a faint memory. You don't usually remember me, but you've heard my song in the back of your mind. Aw, that's kind of cute. Just a little birdie. Rude says, I'm the boss. Yeah, before I had the stream boss, I had just the tip jar. So I replaced the tip jar with the stream boss. And people seem to like it better. So I'm sticking with it for now. Hi, this is my shop. It specializes in puddings and pendants. Puddings and pendants? Ooh, the Earth pendant, you say? It hardly changed. No, do not buy my flame pendant. They're rare, right? So what does this Earth pendant do for me? Protects you from fire, freeze, and flash attacks. Whoa, like crazy useful, because this one only does fire attacks. And this is fire, freeze, and flash. Yeah. Amazing. Maybe I do want to sell that flame pendant. We'll see. All I know is that this pendant is clearly much better. Look at the sun, face the sun, and smile. They're kind of like happyism guys. Citrine says, hey Jay, happy Saturday. Thanks, Citrine. Happy Saturday to you as well. Hope you're doing well. You kicked my butt badly. I won't forget. Yeah, you want to fight, boy? Let's go. Scrub Kid, hey, donated a bit, and you can see the health of the boss has lost 1 HP, because a bit is 1 cent. You destroyed my pride. Rah! That's right, I did. Deal with that, belch. Citrine says, what other games do you play besides retro games? I play a lot of Paladins. I'm really addicted to Paladins right now. And like I said, Into the Breach, that's a new indie game on the Switch. I mean, it's got a retro-styled look, but it is not a retro game. You know, it's a new game. Oh, look, it's Pokey. Scrub Kid says, look, it's the Ness guy from Super Smash Bros. And then Kappa 1. Nice. I like the cheer emotes. It's good stuff. Now then it says, please play Red Dead 2. Ooh, I'm thinking about it. It's a super mature game, though, so like I wouldn't want to stream it a lot. Only, you know, on my mature Mondays that I rarely do, because I'm trying to keep it all ages and all that. But that does look like a great game. Spider-Man as well, the new Spider-Man. That's out, man. I gotta try that too. It's out? Yeah, it came out yesterday. Acai caramel. I do have a lot of stuff. You know, why don't I go back to my sister and store that flame pendant? Because acai caramel would probably actually be very, very helpful. Scrub Kid says, oh, I didn't show my message. Yeah, it doesn't make it pop like it does if you do so donations on through Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/FiveJay. If you donate there, it pops up a special thing in the top part of my video and shows your message up there. It doesn't do that if you donate bits, unfortunately. All right, we're going to store, what was it, the flame pendant. What else? I guess we could store the town map. We don't really need that, do we? Secret herb isn't as good as Cup of Life noodles, but it's still good. Let's see if we can get one more bag of Dragonite. I know we got another one in here. If not two. Oh, I already saw one. Oh, there's at least two in here then. Okay. Whoa, so many chats. Ah! Madbam says, please GIF Jay saying, you want to fight, boy? Did you like that? Rude says, I don't know if he'll play Red Dead 2, man. It's not rated all ages. Like I said, sometimes I do a Mature Monday. It's not very often. And even on Mature Monday, the stream chat is still clean. I get a lot of people saying, oh, I can't wait. No, it's still supposed to be all ages, but the content of the game should be to your own discretion. Because some people might find this game inappropriate. You know, there's some strange things that happen. Just saying. Root says, oh, okay, I thought only all ages games. I missed that one then. Anjum Plays is here. What's up, Anjum? He says, Spider-Man game is a really good game. Mad the Bam's right. I did play Bayonetta and I did play Wolfenstein on those Mature Monday streams. I also did Castlevania, the one that was on Xbox. And that had some mature moments as well. And I think there were some others. Mad the Bam says, what about Dragon Quest 11? Looks right up your alley. That's true. Dragon Quest does look pretty awesome. I do want to try that as well. Skepticil says, well, there goes my previous comment. Okay. Jay E says, what made your last stream end so abruptly last time, Jay? Technical issues. The thing just crashed on me. Just straight up. Just straight up crashed on me. I was having issues getting it started too, so I guess I shouldn't have been too surprised, but so we seem to have gotten past that. Citrine says, Jay and Jesse show would be nice. Yeah, that would be cool. Maybe someday I'll be able to work that out. I'm still planning on getting to do this full time at some point, and then I would have more availability to do that kind of stuff. Anjum says, I'm doing good, and you? I'm doing well. Thanks, Anjum. If you guys don't know, Anjum Plays, another streamer out there. You can check out his channel. He does PC games and all sorts of cool stuff. And I think a lot of anime content as well, I thought I noticed there. Peace, we haven't played together lately. Now I want to talk to the monkey behind you. Kya kya. Fresh. Ness, Poke me, took my snack. Oh no, was it a snack pack? I love those. He's kind of a jerk, that Pokey. My name's Nico. Let's run and sing and dance. Simon says, there are some funky substances here on EarthBound. Yeah, exactly. Gets a little bit on the side. This is Buzz's tombstone. Oh no! He appeared earlier in the game and gave up the ghost before he achieved his goal. He did! He's the first alien you meet. Good old Buzz. I am your courage. I follow you here in Magicant. My name? Let's say Flying Man. Yeah, we have Flying Man in our party. Did you want to talk to me? I'm sorry, there's really not much to say. So these guys, if they die, they get a tombstone at this house. So I try not to let my little Flying Man friends die. Ness, I still feel pain where you wounded me. Sorry, fella. Couldn't be helped. Citrine says, are you friends with Jesse? I mean, online friends, right? I've never met him in real life. So, As much as I guess a online person could be, I suppose. Skepsy says, are you going to buy more Earth pendants for the rest of the party? I had to ask this again because of reasons. That's a good question. I didn't even think about that. I should probably think about that. The Sea of Eden is filled with ultimate intelligence. You can't go there unless you're truly ready. It's a place where you can touch the truth of the universe. Going there may bring sorrow. You bring up a pretty good point. I'm actually thinking I might want to go back and buy. But I've got, like, no room. Grumble, 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 grumble. I get rid of this secret herb, I guess. Not help. Nope, I don't. Apparently secret herb sometimes doesn't work, which is weird. Where did I buy the... It was a random dude, wasn't it? Simon says, Buzz Buzz! Alpha Stunner says, Rip Buzz Buzz, crying face. Yeah, rip Buzz Buzz. Now the Bam says, I couldn't be happier when my birthday is, because last year it was a few days after LA Noire and Doom, this year just behind Hitman 2 and Spyro. I also share my birthday with Shigeru Miyamoto. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool birthday to have. To share. Well, I'm going to get at least one more of these Earth pendants, and I'm thinking about 2. Just not sure what else I would, Oh, that's right. A magic pudding is also super useful. It's probably better than the Psy Caramel, honestly. Let's see. Let's get rid of the Psy Caramel, because I think that only does like 20, and I think the magic pudding does like 40? I guess we could go store it. We'll go store it. Jay says, I don't mean to pry, but I'm curious. Did your wife find some way to make it up to you for missing your golden birthday? Yes or no? You don't have to say anything more than that. No, I just joke with her about that. I told her it was fine back when she missed it. So I just like to jokingly give her sad face, you know. Oh, you missed my golden birthday. But I'm just kidding around. Okay, so I'll buy 2 more of those pendants, and then I'll store them. Then I'll probably buy 2 magic puddings. One of those. One of those. Scrub Kid says also, hey, I have a badge. A badge? Oh, you have a badge. Aha! Because you're my #1 cheer holder. Because every month that leaderboard resets. So because a new month started, any cheer gets you #1. So yeah, you have a badge for being the top cheer on my channel. That's funny. Your locker is full. No! What did I do? Okay, well, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to have to toss an Earth Pendant, unfortunately. Alright, what garbage does she have? No! Crap. No! Check out. Boy, I never know what things I can or cannot throw away. Like, I don't think it's going to let me throw away most of this stuff. The HP sucker, the hieroglyph copy. I guess the Psy Caramel. Store. 1 more Earth Pendant. We'll take out 1 more thing so we can store 1 more Earth Pendant. The Casey Bat. I really don't think I want this Casey Bat, honestly. It's been nothing but trouble. Slash, it misses literally every single hit is what I really meant to say. Brain, food, lunch, snake bag. You know, I don't think I need the snake bag. Plus, I can always buy more in Scaraba if I want it. Drop it. Don't give. There's nowhere to give. Drop. Alright, we'll buy an Earth Pendant. We'll buy one of these magic puddings. We'll see how much it does. If it's good, we'll come back and buy a second one. Earth Pendant. Boy, we bought a lot of these. Luckily, I have so much money. Alright, first, magic pudding. Do you do better than 20? 40. Yes. Excellent. Let's see. Ryuka-chan. What's up, Ryuka-chan? And I didn't get a chance to respond to you, but I saw that you finally joined my Discord. Thank you. Great. I've got all these conversations that didn't get tied up. And I can follow up with you later. At our leisure. Okay. Store. We're storing one more Earth Pendant. Alright, she's full. Maybe I'll never have to store anything in there ever again. That would be nice. We got one more bag of Dragonite in there we could take out, but we're not doing that for now. For now, we're just getting one more magic pudding and moving on. They're all greeting each other. Good stuff, good stuff. J.E. says, I celebrated my birthday earlier this month at the beginning of the month because we usually don't have any money in the middle. Hang on, it scrolled away on me. Because we usually don't have any money in the middle of the month because of the expense of living. Yeah, I know what you mean, man, because a paycheck doesn't hit right when you want it to. It hits when it hits. So when you have the money, you got to do what you got to do. So I get it, but that's awesome. So you celebrated it early. Fun, fun. Did you do, what did you do? What was your favorite part about it? Okay. Ryoko-chan says, I had such a hard time setting up Discord. Never mind finding Jay's Discord. You had a hard time setting it up? Boy, when I set it up, it was like easy. It was like a second. It was the easiest thing I'd ever done. What was so tough about it? I guess I don't know what would have happened there. Ooh, the music changed. I like it. Up or to the right? We're trying up. Oh boy, it's a fake. Ryuka-chan says, I'm not a social media person. True, but now you've made friends on the channel, Ryuka-chan. And it'd be cool to talk with you sometimes. So I'm glad that you joined the channel. The loaded dice. Loaded dice, so he's cheating. Oh no. He actually is going to be cheating, isn't he? We're just going to hit him with a powerful side. Oh, no. He sends a greeting. What is that about? Oh, yeah. That was effective. Skepsy says, I said something useful earlier in the chat. You missed it, but you don't have to read it if you don't want to. Well, you can put it in, but this chat is active, guys. I'm not able to read every chat anymore, so I just got to do my best. No, Flying Man! Poor Flying Man. I don't want him to be defeated. Ryuko-chan says, I never have any money. I always buy new coats and bags on payday, even though I don't need them at all. So, the moment you have the money, it's gone, is what you're saying. Boom! At least it's voluntary stuff. I mean, that's always nice. A goddess band. Well, well, well. So what do I have currently? Diamond band. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Make a save state. We'll check our stats. Defense 176. So if I chuck this. Bye, Diamond Band. 176. Woo! 206. Good trade. Good trade. Oops. I meant to say, what does it do? Sometimes they have extra effects, don't they? Helps keep you from being hypnotized, and it also increases your luck. See? That's a good wearable right there. Alpha Stunner's back. What's up, Alpha Stunner? Simon says, Ryuko-chan, you're reminding me of my sister with that. Oh, yeah? And the man says, oof. I need to go just like JonTron. I need to say goodbye just like Filthy Frank. I don't understand these references. So, okay then, goodbye. Skepsis says HP Sucker can only be used once, while Hungry HP Sucker is infinite, I think. No, HP Sucker can only be used on one enemy, and Hungry HP Sucker is used on all enemies. So, I would like to get rid of the HP Sucker, but sometimes the items for Jeff cannot be gotten rid of. So it's weird. Wait, I thought that I couldn't take fire damage with my, goddess, not my goddess pendant, my earth pendant. I'm confused. I thought that was the whole thing about it. Does it just resist fire, maybe? It just decreases the effectiveness of it. Ryuka-chan says, I haven't used a social app since MSN or had a social network since MySpace. Oh, I loved MySpace. People usually text me and I sometimes text back, but that's about my knowledge of phone stuff. Well, sure, but we don't know you in real life, so we can't text you. Uh-oh. I haven't been paying attention. Whew. That was close. Alpha Stunner says, do you think you'll beat Gygas today, FiveJay? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I have no idea what to expect in that regard. I know how to beat him. So if we get to him, then probably. But I remember getting to him was hard enough. He had a lot of really strong dudes leading up to him. Ryuka-chan says, Simon, your sister must never have any money. My sister spends all her money on the weekend. She's a party animal. Some people are just that way. I've been trying really hard to spend less money because I do tend to spend a lot of money. And I'm trying to save up to pay off all my student loans so that eventually I'll be able to try this full time. I feel like when I have a lot of debt and I have to make a lot of monthly payments for stuff, oh man, that it's going to be tough to take a risk financially. So that's why I want to settle up as much debt as I can. And then says, Jay, you should brush up on your memes. Doesn't matter to me. So, no need. Now this dude just straight up summons guys a lot, so I'm just going to hit him right away. See, immediately he calls some dude in here, so we're just going to hit him hard with Sai Rockin'. It didn't work. What do you mean it didn't work? Hoo-hoo-hoo. At least he's gone. That dude's called a bomb, so I think I'm going to wait for that guy to take him out. Alpha Center says the Gygas music is so creepy. Yeah, it is. Skepsy says Cave of Past music is creepy. Yeah, there's all sorts of creepy music in here. Simon says music in general is creepy. Yes, all of music is definitely creepy. There we go. Man, these guys are doing a lot of damage. We're going to have to go back to that hotel. But we are getting also loads of experience. Just so much experience. So, it's not all bad. Also, we need to get... See, there's a brand new tombstone. Nessa's courage is resting here. He fought well and died. Oh, my courage died? Another flying man, please. Call me Flying Man 2. Poor Flying Man number 1. I get the feeling Flying Man number 2 is going to die as well. He's not a party member in the sense that I cannot heal him. So there's really no great way for me to keep him alive. He's just going to take damage and go down. Mad Mam's taking off. See, dude. Simon says ukulele music scares the living poop out of me. Ooh, Simon. There is a really cool ukulele part in Paul McCartney's song. After he went solo, he put out an album he made with his wife called Ram. And on that album, Ram, is a song called Ram On. That is some spooky ukulele music right there. You should totally check it out. Ryuka chances my money mostly goes on girly stuff and video games. I can connect on the video games. I just bought a few 3DS games since the Switch has been a bit so-so lately on first-party content. Yeah, on first-party content, you're right, there hasn't been a lot. I've been spending money also on Gundam stuff. Some models, some other Gundam figures and stuff. I got an addiction. I got an addiction, Ryuko. I got it. I can't shake it. There we go. Good, we took him out quickly this time. He just sends a greeting. What a weird little enemy. See, again, aren't we supposed to not take any of that damage? Confused. Let's see. Let's read what it does again. Earth Pendant. It protects you from fire, freeze, and flash attacks. Okay, flash is not electric. It's not lightning attacks. There's literally a flash attack. But protects you from fire. So, protect must not mean nullifies. It must mean... Whoa. It must mean lessens it. Another bag of Dragonite. Whoa. Hey, me, I found my cap that you lost. I'm so stupid. There's lots of junk in my backpack at a time like this. Why don't you get rid of something I don't use? I mean, I guess a couple life noodles. I don't want to get rid of really anything else. I can't get rid of some of this stuff. ATM card, receiver, phone, soundstone. I actually cannot store those things either. So it is what it is. The baseball cap. Great, can I equip it? It has the logo of your favorite baseball team. So what is my other currently? The shiny coin. Takes my defense way down, so why would I want to do that? Just says it has the logo of your favorite baseball team. Versus, what do I have now? The shiny coin? It sounds like I don't really want it, honestly. Skepsy, oh, you're right. Pooh won't want to wear the Earth Pendant. Yeah, you're right. I only needed to buy 3 of them, didn't I? Simon is saving up to buy a PC and recording equipment. Yeah, that's expensive stuff, right? Rika Chan says, I own 13 hardcover volumes of Gundam The Origin. They were 25 pounds each. I feel ya pain. I'm getting mostly figures, but yeah, those Origin ones are worth it, though. The hardcover is so nice, and that art in there is super, super good. Skepsy says you can get Horn of Life in Saturn Valley, so I'd say yes. Well, yeah, and other restorative items. I just don't think that I need Cup of Life noodles here and now in Magicant. Because I can't use it on myself, and I can't use it on Flying Guy. So I guess by that logic, I could just discard my other one, because there's that present there. But I want to know, what should I do with that hat? What does that hat do for me? Should I just store that hat? Is there any reason I want that baseball cap? Or should I just chuck it? Alpha Stunner's also getting a new computer soon. Nice, nice. Oh, that's right. It was another bag of Dragonite. Jacob Krupko is back. Hey, another person jumping over from the Game Over Jesse stream. Hey, how's it going? Hey, also Crazy Angel is here from the Nintendo Prime stream this morning. Welcome, Crazy Angel. Thank you for joining. Skepsy says, I recommend chucking the cap. Okay, we'll chuck the cap. Then I won't go all the way back to my sister then. Rude says to Ryoko-chan, is that your official picture on the Discord profile? I didn't expect you to be that pretty. What? Well, that's rude. Don't say that. I mean, everybody's just a username. I mean, come on. Just don't worry, I'm happily married, so I won't stalk you. Oh. That conversation there, Rude, probably didn't even need to start, if I'm honest. It's a little on the creepy side, bro. Ryoko-chan taking it nicely says, thank you. That's very nice to say. I'm being kind of brave as I'm kind of camera shy. Probably one of the reasons why I've never seen or never been much of a social media person. Yeah, well, that's great. If that's stepping out of your comfort zone for you, then well done. Well done, Ryoko-chan. Alpha Stunner says, the computer I'm getting is the Alienware 17R5. It's expensive, but it'll be worth it. Is that a laptop? I would love to get an Alienware laptop. Because I've got this nice desktop PC. Oh, I meant to target loaded dice. Uh-oh. We're kind of in trouble now. Okay, we're gonna do a big one of these babies. Anyway, so I have a nice desktop PC. It'd be cool to have a laptop. That would be good for being able to stream on the go. Boy, totally ineffective on most of those guys. It says, well, so am I. I don't show my personal picture on Discord. Yeah, I think that's kind of a big thing these days is people being very wary about what they show on social media. And, you know, that's fine. It's understandable. Oh my goodness. I wish I had Jeff here to have a shield killer. Wow. I'm getting wasted here. Okay. End quickly. I need to heal myself. A big one, too. Come on. Come on. Come on. Thank you. We're getting destroyed. We're going to have to go back to that hotel again. I don't know that I have lightning, do I? I don't. I'm going to see what happens if I try and do this. Oh, I meant to do the largest one. I think I did the 3rd level. Couldn't stop crying. Okay, that's helpful. Let's see. Crazy Angel says, what game are you playing? I'm playing EarthBound. If you've never played EarthBound, it is a very charmingly weird RPG. You should definitely give it a shot. Ah, boy. What to do? Again, I don't know that Cyrocken really actually works, so we'll just kind of see what happens here. Skepsis says, I wish I had Alienware. It's pretty cool. Blaze says, what's up, FiveJay? Hey, Blaze, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Looks like we got to heal ourselves. Once again. Come on. Come on. Stop. Stop. Let me heal. Let me heal. Let me heal right now. Fine. There goes half my money, but like I said, I've got so much money. It really doesn't matter. In the game, at least. Not in real life. Crazy Angel says, I was watching your Paladin streams this morning. Yes, indeed. I remember you there. Thanks for hopping over. Simon says, I might go with more RAM. That I was first thinking of. RAM is good. Graphics card is very good if you're going to be doing video stuff. CPU is very good if you're doing, you know, obviously intensive stuff. RAM also very useful for that. Ryuka-chan says, I feel a bit more at home on Discord. Nice! Kind of like MSN. I remember trying Facebook back in the day and I had a lot of creepers messaging me, lol. Another reason I got put off with social media. That's got to be annoying. I know as a man, I usually don't have that sort of a problem. You know, people don't just message me because they liked my picture. You know, doesn't really happen. I mean, especially since I put on a bunch of weight since the end of high school there. But no, it never really happened ever. So I can't really understand that as much as probably really any other female probably would. So that's too bad that you had to deal with that. Whoa, Alpha Stunner says the CPU is an Intel i9 8950HK. What? Has 32 gigabytes of DDR4, 266 megahertz RAM, and NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080. It's pretty powerful. Whoa! Not one thing on my computer is up to your level on any of those. Really nice. Really nice there. That is great. Okay, let's try this again. We just got trounced in that last fight. This loaded dice guy is murderous. So if I can take him out in one shot, then I really would like to do that. Sometimes this attack doesn't work. And usually does more damage than that. Huh. Uh-oh. Thank goodness no more help came. There we go. Crazy Angel throws in, aw, cute doggy emote and a big ogre. Aw, I like doggies. Mom's Hometown is back. What's up, Mom's Hometown? Says, Magicant is my aesthetic. It's crazy. It's crazy in here. Alpha Stunner's using a Chromebook. not exactly a high-performance machine, is it? Rika Chan says, I spent over £1,000 on my PC, and yet I only play Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 on it and some indies, lol. Hey, but it'll stay current for a while, so no problems with that. There we go. Luke is back. What's up, Luke? Alpha Center says, I'm praying it isn't dead on arrival when I get it. The PC that you're getting? Is that what you're saying? Someone says, Ryoko, you playing the games for PC. I mean, those are some great games. You gotta love Roller Coaster Tycoon. Doesn't matter which one either. They're all good. Oh, man. Hopefully that guy just sends a polite greeting thing. Oh, no. There we go. No, Flying Man, no. Since the only thing putting me off a laptop from an XPC is the cooling factor. Yep. Yeah, that's definitely something to look into. I have seen that there are some cheaper laptop coolers that are vacuums instead of pushing air into your computer, which often is actually a bad solution. It's a vacuum, so it pulls air out faster. And I think that's a good solution. I've seen some people use that on the Nintendo Switch. And I don't think that Switch really needs it, but it will cool it better. So, yeah, you could always go and get one of those type of things. Ryuka-chan says, you're a handsome guy, Jay. Aw, thanks, Ryuka-chan. Says, so I find that surprising, but yeah, it was tough. I like to always be nice, but some guys can be really pushy and not take no for an answer. That's the thing, is because girls are usually nice. And they're usually not one to just message people and say, hey, you're pretty, go on a date with me. And they're not going to take no for an answer, right? That's mostly a guy thing. I don't know why guys feel like they deserve a date because they called you pretty. Some guys just can't get it through their heads. Like, she said no, move on. And, you know, maybe that shouldn't be your first interaction with every girl you meet either, you know? You can just say hi, and that's it, you know? Jacob Krupko says, do you like Monster Hunter games? I played a little bit of Monster Hunter. I played mostly 3. And I think I might have gotten 3 Ultimate on 3DS as well. Might not have been Ultimate. They might have only had Try. Right, 3, the normal Try, not the Ultimate version. So I played that one. I enjoyed it. I feel like it was really, really difficult to do alone. And none of my friends play Monster Hunter. So, oh my goodness! He's just loaded in a bunch of guys. Okay. I was scared there for a moment. I was going to have a lot more enemies coming in. So I'd be interested if there were a bunch of people that are regulars of the stream that would like to be able to play Monster Hunter together. It might be kind of cool to get a team together and do some multiplayer. But without the multiplayer, I don't know that I'm particularly interested. So I gotta have it. Ooh, uh-oh. Oh boy. Yeah, mortal damage. I see that. I see all sorts of that. Whew. Okay. Skepsy says, I'm a handsome guy too, not trying to brag, even though I did. That's awesome. Ryoka-chan says, Simon, haha, been playing Roller Coaster Tycoon for years and years. It just never gets old. The classics never do, especially Age of Empires. Ooh, that's good stuff too. Probably my favorite PC game back in the day. Alpha Stunna says, I heard that Alienware 17R5 with the i9 and GTX 1080 shouldn't overheat. So it should have good cooling. Right, but a computer overheating is not the same thing as a computer being comfortable to have on your lap. You know what I mean? Like, internally the electronics can be fine, but your lap could be just sweaty and uncomfortable, you know? Like, they're different things. Crazy Angel says, have you played Splatoon 2? I have played Splatoon 2. I kind of burned out on it faster than I thought because I played a lot of Splatoon 1, and it actually plays a lot like Splatoon 1, so... Magicant bat inside. Really? Well. Ultimate bat is not ultimate. Look at that. See if it has a special description versus the ultimate bat. That just says I can equip it. What does this say? Just says I can equip it. So basically, I can drop this ultimate bat then. There it goes. Simon says, oh, and SimCity. Good stuff. Alpha Stunna says, also that laptop weighs 10 pounds. That's a pretty heavy laptop. But heavy duty is the real reason, right? Not like back in the day where the laptop weighed 15 pounds and it was a pile of garbage. You know? Different from those days. We'll see if we need... Whoa! If we need any psi. I don't know that we do. Wow, these guys all just got wasted. They can't use any of their psychic powers on me. Take that. Ah, so many chats. Let's see. Ryuka-chan. Nope. There was one before that. Simon says, which I wish certain streamers played on stream. You know, guys, when I'm full-time, I'm going to have a lot more time to stream a lot more different games. So, someday, guys, just stick with me. Someday, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. Just got to pay off my debts. Ryuka-chan says, Simon, I don't know why, but I could never get into SimCity. I think it was, or I was looking for something similar to Transport Tycoon at the time of playing, and it just didn't do it for me. No, it's more like City Tycoon. You know, it's multiple different aspects. It'd be a totally different kind of tycoon. Rude says, you're not skipping my lines now because of it, are you? I'm not that kind of a guy. No, it's fine. Just saying, you know. Let's keep it respectable in here, that's all. Simon says, never played Transport Tycoon. I didn't know that was a thing until, like, just the other day. Kind of interesting you brought it up right after I heard about it for the first time. Mom's Hometown says, how long were you in Magicant? I ask. It gets kind of difficult from here on out. I haven't been in here for very long, so I haven't gained many levels yet. It is already difficult. So, we'll see what happens. Ryuka-chan says, Rude, you are a lovely man. Nobody thinks of you in that way. There we go. See? We're all being nice and positive now. I like it. I like it. Crazy Angel says, cool. Have you ever played this game called Fortnite? Fortnite or Fortnite? Because I've played Fortnite, and I didn't like it. I'm sorry. What is this enemy called? French Kiss of Death? Whoa. First of all, that's some teen-rated stuff right there. Second of all, of death? What? Oh, I see. I got poisoned. Now it makes sense. Simon says, hashtag metric system for the win. Oh, I'm so far behind still. Ryuka-chan says, Simon, well, if you're still into that kind of thing, check out Locomotion on, what is that, Game something Galaxy? Galaxy of Games, I think it's called. The best game Chris Sawyer ever made, in my opinion. That guy was my god back in the day. I don't know who he is, but yeah, check it out. That was a lame level up, Ness. I'm disappointed in that. Wow, that wasn't full health, huh? Oof. That was hurt bad. Brian Zuniga, what is up, dude? How's it going, man? He says, hey, how's your weekend? It's good. It's going good. How's yours? Skepsy says, oh, wow, I just realized this came out before Cartoon Network even existed. That's deep. I love it. Luke Wombo Combo says, I love Mario games. They are very, very good games. Can't deny. Jacob Krupko says, playing Ocarina of Time, I am having trouble with finding the Carpenters. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think they might be in the Gerudo Valley. So you might want to check there. I think they are somewhere in the Gerudo Valley. You might need a Pona for that. I think you have to jump over a bridge in the Gerudo Valley. Pretty sure. Brian Zanigas is drinking a Coca-Cola after about 3 months of abstinence, lol. It tastes great. I bet. And even though I love my Zevias, I bet if I were to have a real soda right now, it would just be... In fact, I got a vanilla Coke down there. I could have a real one, if I so felt inclined, but still on that diet, you know, still want to lose a few more pounds. Working on it. Yeah, Crazy Angel was talking about Fortnite. Yeah, it's not really my game, but that's okay. Simon says, Ryuko, whenever I get a PC that doesn't suck at games, I will play it. Sounds good. Simon greets Brian. I love it. Rude says, Chris Sawyer was like the creator of Roller Coaster Tycoon. Ah, must be a smart fellow then. Great game. Ryuko Chan says, to Simon lol, it's 2D and it was released in 2003, so I think your PC should be able to handle it. I used to play it at work on my really old netbook, which might as well have been a garbage can. Yeah, absolutely. Brian says, man, Jay, I just recently finished my semester, the toughest one yet, barely passed. Out of 29 from my class, just 8 of us passed. Whoa! Brian, remind me, what you're talking about here. What class, was it a major? I feel like you said you were in college. Yeah, what are you studying? And I hear you, man. Some people, they didn't really struggle with college. They took on like 25 credits and they did fine. That wasn't me, man. I struggled with 18 credits, and at one point with those 18 credits, one semester, the classes I had so much homework and I was studying so hard and trying to get through it that I couldn't sleep at all. Like, I did not have time to sleep for a week. For a whole week, I didn't get any sleep. You know, besides like 5 minutes as I'm sitting in the chair, or, you know, during classes, I'm trying to keep myself awake and I just can't. So I had to drop one of my classes. Like, it was too much. Some people, they can breeze through college and other people can't. Like, so yeah, hard work. I feel like, it's right on the tip of my brain here. I remember you telling me before, but I'm forgetting. Alpha Stunner says, by the way, the GTX 1080 in the Alienware 17 R5 is overclocked from the factory. Oh, classic. Alienware overclocking it all. I love it. One day, an Alienware laptop. I would love to have one. It's cheaper than doing 2 of those, so we'll just do it. That'll max us out. All right, how many guys am I facing now? Root says, I'm going to get an RTX 2080 Ti. I don't think I know that one. That one I'm not familiar with. They're talking about the PC. Root says, I don't care about the cost. I'm getting one. Luke says, Nintendo has the scariest game over screen ever. You say Nintendo, but what game? I mean, there's a variety of different game over screens. Just saying. Alpha says, Simon, well, it's overclocked from the factory and there's no option to remove from the website. Skepsis says, like some people, I can't wait to go to college. College is awesome. There's a lot of reasons to love college. However, it is expensive. Even community colleges these days are just expensive. So part of the advice is, yes, have fun, but make sure you're actually getting the value out of the money that you're spending. Because you might end up with some big loans, and you want to make sure you got your money's worth out of it. So just saying, make sure that you pay attention to your schoolwork and study hard. A super bomb. Hey, not cool, man. Brian says, in med school. Ooh, ouch. Major general practitioner. Wow, yeah, that's got to be tough, man. So, 1 of 8. out of the almost 30 students. So well done, Brian. You're doing great out there, man. I don't think I could make it through medical school. That's too tough for me. So good on you, man. Is this the end? This might be the end of Magicant. So first of all, let's heal ourselves. Second of all, let's have some of that magic pudding, huh? Get our psychic points back. Mom says, look at all those question marks. I know! Ryoka Chance's college was so expensive, people used to ask me all the time why I didn't date, but I was just so busy all the time, work, study, attend college, and just about squeeze games and anime in there. Exactly. I know, and I had so little sleep, even when I, dropped that class. It was still not much sleep. But I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of friends. I met my wife, and I'm still friends with a lot of those folks. So I feel like socially, there was a big impact. Obviously, the job that I have now, I got through my major, which for everyone's information was Management Information Systems. It's kind of a business and technology mix major. So I went into IT work. So grateful, still paying off those loans. But if you don't try to get the value out of your degree, then you won't, and you'll feel bad about it later. So make sure that you get the value out of it. Oh, there's so many chats, guys. I cannot keep up. I can't keep up and play. I'm sorry. Thanks for being active, guys. I hope that you're able to be entertained chatting with each other, because I'm going to have to miss some of them here. I think this is the boss. I'm pretty sure. This gets me out of Magicant if I can beat him. 34? Hey, that did less than 40. That wasn't cool. All right. Let's do this. That was not the boss. And if it's not, I might reset so that I have my magic puddings left. Not the Kraken alone. Oh boy. This is tough. Crazy Angel says, you're playing on Nintendo, huh? I'm playing on an SNES Classic Edition. There you go. You can see. NES Classic Edition right there. Mom's Hometown says, I'm starting high school, although I'm already stressing out over colleges. Is this normal? It is, unfortunately. Don't let the pressure get to you. Because more important than which college is that you've gone to college. And honestly, I mean, I hate to say something that'd be upset your parents, but, if you feel like you don't know what you want to do yet, you might want to go to a community college at first for generals, or you might even want to think about a trade school. If really all you want to do is have a good paying job, and you could go and be an electrician and make really good money. Seriously, there's not enough electricians out there. You know what I mean? A certified, educated electrician, you can make great money at that. So you know what I mean? If you don't have a passion, if you don't know what major you want to go for, you might find a better, cheaper alternative. Brian says, yeah, Jay, until now it's been full of obstacles and problems with teachers and classmates, but this one's been the hardest of them all. But in the end, it made me a better, more efficient person. There you go. Triumph over those hardships, man. Congratulations. It sounds like you really had a hard time. I think I remember you saying that one of your teachers was pretty unfair about some things, and you didn't want to stir the pot because it could result in him failing you. So I get that. So well done, man. Well done. Someone says, oh yeah, that funky music. We did have some funky music. Also, thanks to some nice smash attacks, we got through that Kraken pretty quick. That was nice. There's another one. I might not be so lucky the second time. So I'm a little wary. Am I missing any sort of items, though? Oh, this is the dead end over this way. Mom says, because I'm really afraid of working in a low-income job like a restaurant or a store, and I'd like to work for a company such as Nintendo or Capcom. Well, one thing to look into is, what would Nintendo or Capcom hire you for? maybe an accountant. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's not, I'm a game programmer. You could do that, absolutely. The problem is, though, game developers, I don't know that they really do all that great financially. They do it because they love it, you know? So, like, don't think of, like, that aspect as, like, oh, this is the big money-making career. Maybe, if you can get your way to Nintendo, but if you're just working at these smaller companies, you might not make a lot of money, and you might work 60-hour weeks, you know? But if you love it, then it's worth it, you know? So, it's up to you. But just saying, be really thoughtful about what you want to do after high school, because you'd hate to kind of throw your money away on a rash decision and then be paying for that decision for another 10, 15, 20 years. Literally financially paying for it. Oh, don't come after me, dude. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Of course, it's the Manny Manny statue. Always the Manny Manny statue. Do I have any restorative items? Not even one. Okay. I have a magic tart. Before I use it, I'm going to save it, just because. Why not? We have almost full psychic ability, so that's great. Okay. Ryuko-chan says, my mother brought me up that way, but honestly speaking, university was such a waste of time and money for me, as it hasn't opened any doors for me as of yet. And that's kind of the thing. If you didn't get a career-level job right after college, like, if you get your degree, apply so hard, so everywhere. Like, be relentless until you get yourself a career-level job. Otherwise, if you go a year, even a year, without getting a job after you graduate college and get your degree, it could get to the point where companies won't want to hire you because they go, they forgot everything. It's been a year. Why haven't they been hired yet? There's probably a reason. I don't think we want to take a risk on this person. So, like, it's expensive. So, like, if you really want to do college, like, you got to do it. You got to be hardcore about it. Learn. Absolutely learn. Yes, have fun, but make sure you're learning and getting those good grades. And then make sure you get the job that you want right out of the gate. You got to go for it. Okay, Manny Manny statue. Let's see if we can beat this guy in one go. I have no idea what to expect. So I'm making a save state there. I don't know that Flash is going to do anything for us. I'm going to hit him with a big Psy Rockin' right out of the gate. He hit me with the Psy Rockin', but a weak one. I'm going to hit him with the strongest one I have. 98 psychic points. Oh, he had a psychic shield. Nope. No way. No way. I can't waste half of my abilities, man. How do I get his shield to go away? Maybe if I do this. Ah, man. This might not go so well. We'll see. Alpha says, it's been an hour since you started streaming already. Wow. See, exactly. That's why I don't think we're going to be able to finish the game right now. We'll see. Ouch. No, he shielded his body again. We just broke through that shield. Come on. Please break the shield now. Oh no, he hit me with a big Psy Rock and we're probably dead. Psy, recover, life up, the full one please. Stop, stop, please. Just This is why you make that save state. Brian Zaniga says, one more year left until my internship. After that, Going to do my specialty in the field of plastic and reconstructive surgery. Ooh, speaking of making money. Or yeah, there's big money in that field. For sure. Mom's Hometowns is honestly, I just want to work for something that I'd really enjoy working for. But I'll keep that in mind. Exactly. That's exactly it. That's why, you know, I've been okay doing what I've been doing, you know, working with computers. It's fine. But I'd love to be doing this as my job. And making other types of videos and stuff, but like being a part of the gaming community as a job is an all-time dream, right? Since I was a kid. A very young child, right? If I was like able to play... Oh, Skepsy, thank you so much. Why didn't I think about that? Bag of Dragonite time. And I've got a bunch of them. Yoinks! 600 some damage, yes. I love it. I've got at least one more. So do I use it now or do I use it later? I don't know. Let's see about just bashing him for a bit. He might be almost gone. We'll do this medium-sized one. Oh, he doesn't have a psychic shield. So you know what that means? I can use the big one. Boom! Oh yeah, there we go. Whew. 2 bags of Dragonite, a couple of Cyrockins. Nice! We got him. Mom's Hometown, please watch the language there. All ages, thank you. Mom's Hometown says it's Ness's nightmare. Pretty tough to beat, actually. Yeah, that guy was tough. He's got all my moves. Luckily, sometimes he chose some pretty weak ones, but yeah. Someone says, I'm having some fine coffee while watching you fight your nightmare and chilling with the music. It's such good music in this game. In fact, when you compare the number of music files in EarthBound to pretty much any other game on the entire Super Nintendo platform, this has like 3 times as much music. Music is a major focus of this game, and you can tell. It's a huge deal. Oops, I haven't been reading what he's saying. But he and his followers are also in trouble. The Apple of Enlightenment has foretold that Gygas's attempt will fail. It is because of the existence of a boy named Ness. That's me. Ah, that's what it says! Listen, free your mind and know what you must do. Your destiny has already been decided. You, I, where should we go? You know deep within the reaches of your mind. Saturn Valley, yes! Go to the Saturn Valley, where the Mr. Saturn live. You'll get something new there. Soon, Magicant will be no more. We must be quick. Ness really heard his own voice. Go to Saturn Valley. Go to Saturn Valley now! Sounds good. Super extra awesome teleport? Ness is filled with the power of the giant step. Ness's speed increases by 5. Ness's vitality increased by 5. Ness was filled with the power of the Lilliput steps. Ness's guts increased by 5. Ness's luck increased by 5. Ness was filled with the power of the Milky Well. Ness's speed increased by 5. And his IQ increased by 5. A vitality again, and luck. Oh my, it's going and going. More guts, more IQ. More speed, more guts. More luck, more IQ. Come on, give me like HP. Oh, I see. HP and PP are just kind of going crazy right now. Speed, luck, all of the things. Instantly, Ness's mind cleared, and he realized that he had possessed great power. At that moment, Ness's psychic powers radically expanded. Ness gained 200,000 XP, and he is now level 84. Offense went up by 1. Lame. Defense by 2. Speed 1. Guts 1. Vitality 2. Oh baby, IQ went up by 3. Luck by 2. Sweet! Maximum HP by 173! That rocks! Oh my... I forgot how big this boost is. Psychic points up 388 points. And finally, he realized he had the power of teleport beta. Yes, Ness. Ness made all of the hidden powers his own. Ness absorbed the power of the land into his heart, and Magicant was no more. That's a cool part. Very introspective. And I didn't spend a lot of time talking to the other characters in this level, but it's all looking into Ness's heart and mind. It's really, really cool. Whoa. All the places. Whoa. Speaking of trippy. Is this where I was last? I don't remember. The soundstone that Ness used to have is now gone. Thank goodness, inventory slot. Yay! What happened, Ness? You've been unconscious for a long time. You kept saying something. Saturn Valley? What's waiting for us there? Anyway, we need to teleport. Yeah, we do. Okay, I would not normally have space there. I totally would have hit that volcano and it would have, like, showed you as little toast children. You're dead. Are we fully... No, we're not fully. At least Ness isn't. He needs a lot more of his psychic powers back. Okay, I missed a lot of chats, and I don't know that I'm going to get to them, guys. Sorry. Call the old dadski. Real good chances. I remember being blown away by the music in Donkey Kong Country when I was a kid, playing it at my cousin's house. It was so enchanting. I'd never heard anything like it. And it already moved on. Anything like it in a game at that point in time. Yeah, for sure. The Rare was always amazing with music. Brian says, I'm thinking about playing Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for the GameCube. I have the original disc. That's awesome. You should do it. Luke's leaving. See you, Luke. Simon says, 388. Yeah. I'm reminded now of Back to the Future. 1.21 gigawatts. 1.21 gigawatts. That's kind of what I was doing there. Phoenix's RIP Metal Gear series, 1986-2016. Alpha says, Ness is OP now. We'll see, man. We'll see. Someone says, well, there goes my epilepsy. Not really. Glad you don't actually have epilepsy. It's super dangerous. But yeah, it would totally trigger it, wouldn't it? I think this game in particular did have epilepsy warnings more than others back then. Dance aerobics. Okay, Escargot Express. I want you to deliver any bags of Dragonite that I have left. Bag of Dragonite. Oh yeah, and those pendants. Hall of Fame bat. Okay, pendant. One more pendant. That is correct. How we doing? Oh, we got lots of space now. Ness especially has a lot of space now. Simon says, I want to switch! After your computer, right? Then you'll go for it. Skepsis says, have you ever played Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga? It's really good. No, I played Inside Story. I played that one. Okay, so... what does the Sea Pendant do versus the Earth Pendant? Fire, freeze, and flash attacks. So it's pretty similar to the Earth Pendant. Fire, freeze, flash. But is it more or less defense? Give one more to Sir Geoffrey. It's actually less. So the Earth Pendant is not quite as good as the Sea Pendant. So it looks like we don't actually want to give Paula that. We can toss that one then. All right, Jeff, what do you got for me, pal? It's hardly any stronger. What does the Night Pendant do for me, though? Night Pendant. Absorbs the light of a flash attack. I think I already have that with the Earth Pendant. So I think we could be good there. I might want to store that Night Pendant. Paula can chuck the other Earth Pendant. Ryuko says Superstar Saga was the best in the series for me. I haven't played the remake, though. Scrub Kid says, alright, Jay, I gotta go to sleep. Need to be early tomorrow. It's election time in Sweden, and I will work in one of the stations. 12 plus hours of helping people, then counting everything. You'll be done after midnight. Ouch. That sounds terrible. So, good luck, man. That's nice of you to do that. Hopefully they're paying you good. Jacob asked if I've ever beaten EarthBound. Last year. I beat it last year. Wade Stevens, welcome Wade, says, can you play Paladins later tonight? I don't think we're going to be playing Paladins later tonight. Sorry, bud. We played it this morning on Nintendo Prime's channel. So you missed that opportunity, unfortunately. What else can we get rid of? We have 3 bags of Dragonite, so that's nice. That's super nice. We can get rid of 1 Earth Pendant. We have a Spicy Jerky we could use. Oh, we could use the for sale sign, I suppose. I think there's also a store around here. Oh, I also want to go and get some multi-bottle rockets before we go and face Gygus, because those can come in handy. Oh, he's a doctor, right? Yeah, we don't need him. Rude says, oh gosh, I thought the game was finished with that nightmare dude. No. No, the actual ending is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. I almost think that I probably want to save... Ah, boy, I don't know. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to get all the way to Gygus in the next 23 minutes here and beat him. I don't think it's going to happen. I might want to save that for one more stream. Maybe. Could be. We've got the Horn of Life we could definitely use. Let's see if Horn of Life is as good as the Cup of Life noodles. Poison, nausea, yep, all the things. Paralysis diamondized, perfect. We'll buy a bunch of that. Ba-da-da-da-boom-boom. Boo-ba-doo, boo-ba-boo-boo-boo-boo. Sell. I wanted to sell. I wanted to sell the Earth Pendant because the Sea Pendant was better. Alpha Stunner says, Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story is getting remake in 2019. I'm really excited to play it. Ryuko Chan says, I'm prepping myself for the Fire Emblem, The Three Houses, by replaying the entire series. Whoa. I never played Shadows of Valentia and Fate's Conquest, so I'm in for some fun, it would seem. Absolutely. Yeah, great games. I don't know that I've ever completed a Fire Emblem. But again, like many games, I got like 3/4 of the way through them and then just didn't finish. Do 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 boo boo ba ba doo boo 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 boo. You can't buy that. No, don't buy. No, get back in there. I'm not done with you yet. Brian says, did you play some Super Mario RPG today? I haven't, and that's either the second game I'm going to play or I'm going to play some Into the Breach. What do you guys think? Super Mario RPG or Into the Breach? Because I'm super addicted to Into the Breach still. Look at all this money. 269,000. We only need what? About 64,000, I guess. Right? Yeah. It's almost full on the money. The monies. Luxury jerky. He's got one couple of life noodles. Oh yeah, we had some of the brain food lunch and stuff we could get from my sister in this game. We could store the baddest beam. We don't need that anymore. We can store the night pendant. Don't need that anymore. I need to store and I need delivery. I'll just stand here and see if somebody gets to me. Whew, so many chats, guys. Thanks for being active. Like I said, I'm probably not going to be able to read them all, unfortunately. Up to 3 things. Take the pencil eraser. I don't think we need that anymore. We better not. If we need pencil eraser again, I'm not going to be happy. Night pendant. Baddest beam. Alright, now we need to do a pickup. Ryoko Chan says, Fire Emblem is an epic series when you get into the series and follow it closely. Path of Radiance was my favorite in the series. Nice. Was that the GameCube one or the Wii one? Remember, that was one of the Ike ones. That much I know. Okay, let's see. What's good in here? Brain food lunch. Another brain food lunch. Another brain food lunch. Whoa. There's more good stuff in there. I saw a magic tart. That would be good to have. And like I said, I gotta go get my hands on some multi-bottle rockets. Because that is the best thing for Jeff. Ryoko Chan's best tactics game I ever played, though, was Tactics Ogre. Let Us Cling Together. It still holds up as one of the best stories out there in video games. So I love Final Fantasy Tactics, and apparently that's a very similar game to Tactics Ogre. I also specifically loved Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Now, the story was a little bit on the younger side, but I thought it was really interesting and really well done, and I put so many hundreds of hours into that game. I just loved it. Just loved it. Jacob says, how often do you stream, Jay? So, because I work full-time and I got a wife and a house and a dog and friends and stuff, I'm not always predictable when I will stream, but I always try to stream 2 to 3 weekdays and 1 to 2 weekend days. So, looks like 3 to 5 days a week. And that's on my channel. I also try to do 1 to 2 days on the weekend over at Nintendo Prime. And I also try to do 1 day over at Game Over Jesse. So, that could potentially be 7 days. It could still only be 3 days because, again, life. So, somewhere between 3 and 7 days. Usually in the evenings on weekdays. 7:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time is when I stream on weekdays, usually. And then on the weekends, I stream in the morning for Nintendo Prime and the afternoon for myself. Again, usually. Sometimes it's a little different. One day, I'll be full-time, and I'll be able to have an actual schedule. That'll be crazy, right? Anything else good? See some Psy Caramels. Okay, we'll take the Magic Tart, which I think was better than the Psy Caramel. We'll just take all the Psy Caramels, I guess. Bum, 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 ba-da-da, bum, ba. It's a really catchy songs. Okay, we'll see how this stuff does for us. Dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. Chances they are very similar games. Jay and I too love Final Fantasy Tactics. Played it to death on PS1 and played the GBA entry for maybe 200 plus hours. Yes, me too. I could have gone on and on with that game, but I had to put it down. What really irked me about that game is I had the guide, and I was trying to get literally every item in the game. But some of them relied on items from certain missions that you could only get one time. And if you spent it on the wrong thing, then you could never get certain items. And it was just a handful, somewhere between maybe 2 to 6 items that I couldn't get. And oh, it bothered me so much. Like, no! I can't remember if there was trading, so I considered starting another file and trading to myself the item that I wanted because I so wanted everything. But I never got around to putting in that much effort. Okay, what's better? Magic Tart. 20 psychic points. So it's the same thing. What does the Brain Food Lunch do again? 300 HP and 50 psychic points. So that's why we grabbed all those brain food lunches. Super handy. Jacob says, by the way, I liked and subscribed. Thanks, Jacob. Thanks so much. And anybody else, please remember to like the video. That helps me out a lot. Don't forget. And if you're watching and you haven't followed me on Twitch or subscribed to me on YouTube, I'd really appreciate it. I'm a small streamer and I can use all the support that I can get. Okay, we now have to go figure out how to get rockets for Jeff. Lots and lots of rockets for Jeff. He's only got 3 spots. I'm going to fill up spots in other people's inventory with some more of them so they can give them to him as he uses them. So I forget where the best place is to go. Let's see if I have enough space to teleport. I think might be Deep Darkness. Summers, no. Tenda Village. I think it might be Deep Darkness. So we're going for it. Ryoka chances, that's why I had to put it down. It was grating on my nerves that I wanted stuff that I couldn't have because I was too stupid to think ahead, lol. Well, it wasn't a matter of not thinking ahead. It was a matter of the game didn't tell you, hey, this item is limited, you can only get one, and if you spend it in the wrong place, then you can never get everything in the game. Like, right? You had no way to know that. So, it wasn't your fault. There was hundreds of items, so it was easy to miss something like that, even if you had the guide. Alright, here we go. Multi-bottle rocket. He's going to take 3, and we're going to fill up some other folks' pockets with them as well. Psh, yeah. One annoying thing about this game is having to buy individual items over and over again, instead of just saying, I'd like 12, please. Who's got a lot of space? You've got a lot of space. Oh, crap. I don't want to combat yo-yo. Going for poop. It looks like largely we're just gearing up here because I only got 10 minutes till I want to be done with the stream. So I don't think I'm going to be going for the final ending of the game. So next time I do EarthBound, it will be the finale. And that'll be it. Could be anything else. No, I think 6 ought to do it. I think I'm going to go get some more magical stuff. I know Summer sells some magical things. I don't know where else does. Teleport. Summer's for sure sells magic tarts, I think. Or magic cakes even. We'll see. Root says next year FiveJay Gaming all day schedule for streams with no more than 100,000 subs. Well, boy, 100,000 subs would be great. Would be great. So says Jay, how much more hours until monetization or whatever it's called? Let's take a look. I gotta check my stats. Critikill, what's up, dude? He says, FiveJay for lunch? Nice. Hey, man. Okay, I need to look at analytics. I gotta look at watch time over the last 365 days. Then I gotta whip out a calculator. Where's my phone? Alright, I've got 194,000 minutes. 194, 229 divided by 60. So I'm at 3,237 hours. So I've got 763 hours left. It's significant. But part of that is because I'm losing last year's hours that are rolling out of that 365-day cycle. So I feel like our views are still better than they were last year, and we're still making upwards progress. The views also dropped down a lot once school has started, so we'll see what happens, but still hopeful we could hit that number sometime this year. Let's see. Ryuko-chan says, that's true, but I was accustomed to Tactics Ogre and Fire Emblem and Shining Force. Ooh, another great one. Front mission at the time, so I kind of knew these games went, and I wish I'd scanned a walkthrough. I saw it coming. Whatever. You had a great time for 200 plus hours, right? I know I did. Oh my goodness. I think it was one of my red mages. She could double summon every turn. It was ridiculous. Oh, man. Because summons were the strongest magic. And if you were able to learn double cast with a summon, oh my goodness, rip people to shreds. And that's what I did. It felt good. Skepsy says, this is the semi-finale then. Yeah, exactly. What? You don't sell cakes. Fine. I'll take some magic tarts. What else is it that I wanted to buy? Some restorative items, maybe. I cannot recall. What else? Skepsy says, you can also move while you're in the middle of teleporting. Can you? Alpha Stunner says, sorry I left. Accidentally closed the stream. No problem. B-Ball Lover's here. What's up, B-Ball Lover? How's it going? Says hi. Hey, how's it going? And the man says, almost close to the end. No, we are very close to the end. You need to go to On It to get the meteorite piece. Oh, I don't think I even know about that. Brian says, Jay, thanks so much for the stream. Gotta make my post-workout meal. Take care. See you, Brian. Thanks for hanging out with us. And again, congrats on doing so well at school, man. Really well done. Ooh, I'm probably full on this stuff. Well, am I? Because I use a lot of Psychic to restore. Who would have the best restorative items? Tenda Village. I don't know if they have a good store. Underworld. Did they have a store? I don't feel like they did. Might be back to Scaraba or Deep Darkness. Was there a store at Deep Darkness? There was a guy selling the contraband. Brain food lunch at Dalam. Ooh, good point. That's way better than these magic tarts. If I can get infinite brain food lunch, good call. Thank you, Skepsy. Where can I buy it? Because I will buy every slot, because that satisfies multiple things. Restoring health, as well as restoring psychic points. So, yes, I will buy lots of that. Oh, hey, one more Fuzzy Pickles in the mix. All right. Fuzzy Pickles. There you go. Just for you. You can always remember this moment. The fondest of memories. Fiery's back. What's up, Fiery? How's it going, dude? Welcome, welcome. J.E. says, have you ever seen a movie called Her? I've heard of it. I haven't watched it. So, no, I guess. Rude says, everybody invite your online friends next time for FiveJay's stream. Well, yeah, but do that every time. Always do that. Another one? Wow. Okay, then. Rude says, let's get FiveJay to 100,000 subs. How do we just get me to 2,000? Okay, let's, small steps here. We're only at 1.3 and just barely. So let's go for 2,000 next. 1.4, how about that? Fuzzy Pickles. Again, a wonderful memory you will always have. Rude says, I've seen lesser YouTubers with more views than that, so he earns it. Thanks, Rude. I think I'm going to be able to get much more subscribers when I do more edited videos. But edited videos take a lot more time than streams. Even if it's a 10-minute video, it probably took 4 hours to make that video. You know what I mean? In filming time, in multiple takes, in editing, it's a lot. It's a lot. Alpha says, Jay is currently buying items so he can fight Gygus the next time he plays the game. That's right. Getting to Gygus, I think, is going to be harder than beating Gygus, because obviously, if you've seen the game before, the final boss, Gygus, he's got kind of a trick to beating him. The first two stages, okay, you do have to legit just do a lot of damage to him to make it move on, but there is a trick to beating the final level. The final version of him. Simon says, Fuzzy Pickle Soda! Yes. I need to go back to Blue Sun and get some nice craft sodas again. Just can't have a lot of them, you know. Stick with the diet. You buy the brain food lunches in Dalam's shop, which is south of the village. Okay, I'm kind of like checking every house. Who sells things? Is it you? Skepsy, I already read that one. Sorry. J.E. says, I heard somebody say Ant-Man and the Wasp sucked. Really? Huh, I liked it. That was great. I liked it better than the first one. The first Ant-Man, personally. We serve water, rice gruel, and these sort of things. What would you like? Brain food lunch. Oh, everybody needs this. I want so much brain food lunch. You don't even know. We're going to throw out these magic tarts that we bought because they're not worth it. They're so not worth it. Okay, now we'll just start throwing away some of these magic tarts and Psy Caramels. Don't eat them. Don't eat them at all. Drop it. We probably don't even need the luxury or spicy jerky either, because the brain food lunch fills that role as well. So we're going to drop that too. We've got like infinite money at this point, so don't really care how much money we're spending. Who else has got, yep, some Psy Caramels. Boy, we know this game a lot better than the first time when we played it. And we're going to be so ready for this final boss. So very ready. Spicy jerky. Don't eat it. Get out of here. Who else has got stuff? Okay. I think we'll just fill it up now with brain food lunch. Someone says, I had lots of craft root beer in my week in Canada. It was glorious. Nice. What was your favorite brand? Because some Canadian sodas make their way into Minnesota. So what was your favorite Canadian root beer? Craft root beer. Who isn't going to carry this brain food lunch? They could make this go so much faster, man. That's the thing. I love this game, but there's a couple of glaring issues. Item management is so horribly annoying in this game. It would make this game so much better if they fixed that. I would love to see them do a semi-remake. I don't need better graphics. I just need them to tweak some of the gameplay elements. Really. That's all I want. Make some of the gameplay more user-friendly, like managing items. That's all I need. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Poo. More for poo. One more. Right? Full, 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 and full. Woohoo! Rude says, I need some brain food lunch too. Yeah, right? Totally. My brain need food. Need some space to teleport. I don't think this is enough space. None of this is enough space. Since there's no such thing as root beer here in Colombia. Really? That's sad. Skeptic says brain food lunch is perfect for math test finals, right? Totally. Ryuka-chan says it would be great if you did videos. You always have good input on the latest gaming topics, and you're already professional at presenting yourself. You do very well. Thank you so much, Ryuka-chan. I've made a small handful of videos, and they were fun, but they took so much time. And they got good views, but again, took so much time. And I can also do more reactions to live events, like if I'm full-time, I can react to any Nintendo Direct that drops out of nowhere, right? I can just do that. Great. I cannot do that now, because if it's anywhere near work hours, chances are I'm not going to be able to do it in time, or I'll just be at work. And thank you for the compliments. Critical says, you're going to grind extra labels or no? Levels, you mean? It says lol levels. Probably not. I mean, we'll see if I have to. You kind of do it naturally. If you can't get to Gygus, you're just going to face his minions a lot. But we'll see. I might be able to figure it out without having to grind more levels. I'm pretty high level, at least with Ness. He's level 80 something, so I feel like we're probably okay. Most everyone else is already over 70, I think. Let's see. 84. Ness is fine. 74. 73. 69. Okay, so Pooh isn't quite to 70 yet, but he's close. He's very close. Alright, we're just going to get in this general area because this is where the final stuff happens. Make a save state here, and we will save it for the finale next time. Okay, I'm going to read the final chats here. J.E. says, do you like beer nuts? I do, but I like honey roasted peanuts better. And also pistachios and cashews better. Very good. Simon says, oops, I don't remember any names. Sorry, mate. No problem. No problem. Skepsy says, I fixed item management in the 3D remake. Ooh, nice. I still want to try that sometime. When you finish it, of course. Ryuko-chan says, it would be great if they remade EarthBound. So long as they give the fans EarthBound 3 at some point. It's probably going to be included on the GBA Classics like Star Fox 2 was for the SNES Classic. Well, I think you mean EarthBound 2. in that EarthBound is technically Mother 2, and the sequel to EarthBound would be EarthBound 2, even though it's Mother 3. It's kind of silly. We'll see what happens if they ever put out another EarthBound game again, if they start trying to sort of switch it over to Mother, or if they introduce Mother into the title at all in America. We'll see. But it would be awesome to have a GBA classic and have it on there, like Star Fox 2. Yeah, great example. Which, by the way, Star Fox 2. Skepsy says, I'm the one remaking EarthBound in a whole new perspective, but I don't want to talk about it too much. That's fine. I remember you saying that, Skepsy, so that's amazing. That's amazing. Just work hard and best of luck to you. Love to see it someday, if you get to finish it. Trayvon Anderson is here. Thank you for watching. Sorry we're like right at the end of my stream, but I'll be streaming a little later today. Not sure what I want to stream yet. I'm kind of leaning towards Into the Breach just because I'm so addicted to that game. Rude says, well, I'm going out with my wife. It's almost 11 p.m. here. Time to go out and party a bit. Sounds great, man. Have a great time. I'm going to go out with my wife later tonight, too. We're going to go see The Nun. She likes scary movies. So she wants to see The Nun. Okay, we'll go do that. Daily Dose of Memes Retro Fox Gamer. That's a mouthful. Says, hi. Hey, welcome to the channel again. Sorry that this is sort of the end of the stream here, but I will be streaming in about an hour. Again. Critical says, have a good day and keep up the great work. I gotta go back. See you, Critical. John earlier says, you're a cool guy, Jay. Well, thank you, J.E. You're a cool guy, too. Alpha Stunner says, Skepsy, that's cool. I hope the development goes well. Daily Dose of Memes says, there was a Mother 4 fan project that had been worked on for 9 years, but Nintendo shut it down shortly before its release. That's what happens when you make a game that you release on the internet that uses intellectual property. It's just going to happen that way. So, it's too bad, but it is what it is. Rude says, yes, Into the Breach. Skepsy says, thanks, Jay. Thanks, Alpha Stunner. Alpha Stunner says to Daily Dose, I think you can still download it. That's probably true. You probably can. Ryuka-chan says, I'm playing Little Nightmares on Switch at the moment, which is kind of scary. Little Nightmares. I don't think I know that one. Hey, send me a link on Discord so I can check it out. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in about an hour, and I think I will be playing Into the Breach because, again, so addicted. Great game. I'll see you then, guys. See ya.